Well, hello everyone. So good to be with you again. I hope you had a bit of fun last week being your own best friend and found out that you were pretty good company, uh, just being with yourself. Uh, this week we're going to step outside the front door, so it was, and see if we can engage a little bit more with the people that populate the universe with us, which should be an interesting and fun thing to do. Uh, Start slow with this. Sometimes some of us are really shy and a little bit anxious about going out and meeting new people. So take it slow uh, as you go. If you feel that it's particularly stretching you to be in large crowds, considering you might consider becoming more comfortable with a couple of people. At a time until you ease back into the social aspect of dealing with loneliness. Uh, Perhaps you can have dinner at a restaurant and ask a friend to bring along somebody you've not met before to expand your circle of acquaintances and maybe have them actually turn into friends later on as time goes by. Maybe you could ease your anxiety by making a casual, friendly comment to a new person every day. Just set that as a little goal to look up instead of down at the sidewalk and meet someone's gaze. And if they aren't smiling, share one of yours with them and just see what happens. Uh, Whatever the goal you set for yourself, think about taking baby steps and taking them one at a time. Uh, if you're new to the area and don't know anyone, here are some tips that might help you ease your way into it. Uh, this Visit a popular place where people seem to gather. It could be a local park where people go to walk or just sit and enjoy the sunshine or whatever. Uh, and sit in a place that's sort of close to other people. Even if you don't speak with them, attempt to observe what's going on around you rather than uh, focusing on your phone uh, or something else that isolates you from what's going on in the area. You might if you go back to that same place again, offer a smile to someone you can uh, maybe see yourself being friends with it. They might be your age or uh, seem to have other commonalities with you. Maybe they have little kids, you have little kids. Maybe they're older and move at a slower pace or need a cane to assist them, and you do as well. And that it sort of gives you, grounds to feel as if you might have. Uh, Things in common that you could enjoy together or talk about. Uh, the park I like to go through, there's usually some kind of games being played, sometimes chess or checkers. And I like to play both. And if I'm up there and I'm not really doing anything much else and I don't know the person, I and there's the board open, I'll say, would you like to play a game of checkers or, a game of chess? I've got a little time and I love to play and don't have anyone to play with. Um, Another thing that you can do if you find yourself having a good time in a situation like that, but still feel a little bit shy or anxious, uh, ex excuse yourself from the interaction if you feel you've had enough and pat yourself on the back for beginning to establish connections with others because having connections with others is the way we dispel our loneliness. Um, You might even, if you're comfortable doing it, consider maybe sharing your phone number to text. I'm always cautious of stuff like this because you have to always consider, your safety but it's something after time that it might be something you might be comfortable doing to move it to the next step, perhaps. Uh, the, you know, they may be uncomfortable too. You don't know unless you ask. Uh, it is amazing how many of us don't speak up when we could really develop a good friendship. Uh, I so often think that it's a little bit sad that my own reluctance often gets in my way when I'm feeling lonely. And, just, and rightfully so, because we always have to consider, first of all, our own personal safety. And we want the other person to feel they're not being intruded upon or pushed into something they don't want either. So uh, it is a careful walk that we walk when we expand our circle of friends, but it can be so rewarding with if we use appropriate caution and concern when doing so. Um, Often the process of creating something inspires us to share our creation with others. Even if you don't consider yourself a master at whatever it is you're attempting, uh, it might be fun just to share it. And that gets into this thing, about joining groups that you have things in common with. Like maybe you've always wanted to write poetry, but you might get to the point if you join a group like that where you would want to share some of your own writings with other people for their pleasure and feedback. And you might be pleasantly surprised to find out they have an interest in your work and would like you to reciprocate with an interest in their work. Um, when we're proud of something, we naturally want to bring that creation to others so they can experience the same joy that we've had in doing it. If you're really good at something and you know it, you can volunteer and share your gift with others. Uh, you can always, if nothing else, be kind to others. Staying busy by helping people uh, is a time-tested way to feel better about yourself. Whether it's just that simple smile or saying something kind, radiating positivity goes a long way toward lifting our own spirits. I think of the song I learned in Sunday school about let your light shine, don't hide it under a bushel. Now, let your light shine. Uh, you have joy to share with others. Uh, there are many nonprofits that love volunteers and are so desperate for people who have the time and the desire to expand their circle of friends and make a difference for the people in their particular group. I think a lot of the time, what stops us most in moving through the feeling of loneliness is actually fear. Uh, and taking small steps that we feel are safe to engage with others really helps us break through our own fears. Sometimes I think that happiness is lost because we grow to fear an unknown situation. Maybe you feel insecure and dislike going out and about because you feel you won't be liked. Uh, Rather than just giving in to something that scares you and backing away and closing the door, gradually ease yourself into a more social situation that helps you realize that in that particular case, in that particular place, at that particular time, there really is nothing to fear. Is there some place that you could go that would help you step out of your comfort zone? How can you challenge yourself in this area? Uh, Being open-minded and courageous is often the very first step, and it is a big step. Put yourself near other people. Uh, it may even be uh, if you attend church regularly, it may be during a service. After the church service is over, you feel you're in a comfortable, safe place that you could begin gradually to expand your circle. Uh, the challenge for day probably is going to be one that's going to raise a few eyebrows, but just for today, uh, if you're brave, maybe for more than today, but just for today, take a deep breath and say something to a stranger. It could be somebody you meet on the bus. It could be somebody you meet in a social group. It could be somebody that you're working with. It could be somebody at a local store where you're shopping. I mean, it could be something as uh, simple as looking to the person next to you in the produce section of the grocery store and saying, well, these tomatoes look really, really good. You know, it's a challenge. Take it. Just say a few words back and forth, which will help you break the boundary and ease you into a more social situation that is not scary. And that will help dispel your feeling of loneliness because you've been seen and you've been heard by somebody else. So, my question for you today is, do you think the rain will hurt the rutabagas? Well, we can have a conversation on that any old day we want to. You have a great day, and I will talk to you later. Bye for now.